So, I would like to say hello and welcome you to this sacred space in which we join our hearts and co-create the new earth together. I am with our intention, with our frequency, and the vibration we hold. And I'm Julia Grief from Transmissions of Light, and I'm here to share this week's message, actually the first message for May, which is from the Divine Sophia. I am sharing the message a little early. They've already channeled the information through me. And so I'm sharing it a little in advance of the start of May, but they are telling me, the beings of absolute light are telling me that from May, the presence of the divine feminine energy on the planet as a very grounded in the new earth and extremely high frequency energy is going to become a very powerful presence that for the people who are rooted in that energy and truly managing to embody that energy, it is going to ask the people around you to really start to shift and align because of the powerful presence of the divine feminine energy that you yourself are embodying. And that is to be central focus for what unfolds over the next few months. And the other thing that they are asking me to share now is just that we continue to be very observant of our words and our actions, especially, and are they in alignment with what it is that we want to be creating in the world? So that is just an extra message to share that they have brought through just now. And I am going to read the message from the Divine Sophia, and also the mountains and the crystals of the Ascended Earth have asked me to share some of their Ascension activations. So I will bring that through after. I would like to begin by just sharing a couple of notifications. And Toma would also like to say hello, it seems. So this month's YouTube live with the live energetic transmissions and messages for those of you who are able to join us is on Thursday, the 8th of May at 6:30 a.m. ET or 11:30 a.m. in the UK. And then the channeled oracle card reading is at the same time on Thursday, the 29th of May. So for those of you who are able to join live, it would be great to have you here on the live call. And if not, as always, I will be sharing the replay shortly after. The other thing I would just like to speak to for a moment, I'm sure some of you have seen, or I've seen that some of you have seen the video that I posted about the collaboration between Lisa Jo Davis of Healing Light with Lisa Jo and I and the Archangels and the Masters as led by Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadkiel, and Serapis Bey. And we are beginning, starting from the 1st of May, in fact, a project centered around each individual who is contributing their energy to this, creating a set aside either a separate altar or some room, some space on their altar in their home for a white candle. Then the archangels and the masters are going to be going into different locations on the planets, different issues which humanity is facing, and bringing their healing and awakening and ascension energies and love there. As we first direct them, and we are going to be taking polls in the group to see where people would like us to direct the archangels and the masters to take their energy next. So it's a very interactive and beautiful process of you, if you choose to become a member of the group, a light anchor, as we are calling ourselves. you get to say where you would like where in the world, where in the issues that humanity is facing, would you like the archangels and the masters to bring their healing love and their powerful and transformative energy? And then we, as the light anchors, will be then holding space for that healing to unfold and amplifying the energy of it by repeating in an intentional prayer in front of our altar, or doing a short meditation each day, just grounding in the energies of peace and love. And we are facilitating this, Lisa Jo and I, through a Facebook group, which is called Anchoring Light with the Archangels and the Masters. If you would like to join us in this, we do ask that you, if you are on Facebook, that you come in and join the group where all the information is posted. It is a central hub for this project. However, I am well aware, we are well aware that there are lots of people who are not on Facebook, who don't want to be on Facebook. And we are going to be posting the replays. So we'll be doing either 1 or 2 healing intentions a month, and we're starting with healing energy for the Earth's grid throughout the month of May. And so at the start of each new healing intention, whether that's every month or every fortnight, we will be posting a short guided meditation, which we will be doing live for people who want to join that live, and then posting the replay on our YouTube channels as well as in Facebook. So if you are on YouTube but not Facebook and you want to be involved, do please feel free to use those videos and work with them and just create a simple altar. It can be as simple as just a white candle. The other thing that has come through in the guidance that we have received is for people who would like to, there's the option to have a crystal grid. And I know that, you all who are watching and listening to both this channel and Lisa Jo's, all of you are very connected to your own guidance and your own intuition. And if you feel called to put something else on that altar, then do trust the guidance that you receive. I would like to just draw your attention to the fact that I have made a separate playlist on my YouTube channel in order for those videos, the Anchoring Light videos, to all be located in one place for people who do want to go and look at them. And also within the group, there are various printables that you can work with. Lisa Jo has very kindly made 2 printable grid layouts, and also researched into various stones and crystals that you might want to use for a grid to pour love and healing energy and the energy of unity into the Earth's grid. And every month we will also be posting a printable of an intentional prayer. People are also free to work with your own prayer and your own meditations. So I'm not saying that you need all of this, but if you would like the printables and you are not on Facebook, then if you email me at my transmissionsoflight11@gmail.com email address, then I will be happy to send you the printables, whether that's the grid or the intentional prayer for the specific healing focus at that time. So for those of you who want to get involved, we do thank you. It is a project that we feel very excited about, and also there has been clear support from the higher dimensional realms that this is part of our sacred work and our role here to be facilitating this. So with that was rather a long little introduction there. So thank you for those of you who have stayed on to this point. And now I am going to go into the message from the Divine Sophia. And the Divine Sophia energy shares at this time. Dear beautiful humans, I see you. I see the light that you are integrating into your cells and allowing to shine from you with a greater radiance. This light elevating and supporting all in the human collective at this time. You are beautiful dancing light, dear ones, moving through your lives, and as you do, deepening into a higher embodiment of your own unique truth. I ask you to focus at this time on observing, examining. What are you doing or saying which is not in alignment with the truth of you? By which I mean that does not uphold the highest values and standards that you must hold yourself to as an evolving soul. Where are you allowing others to choose your life for you by aligning with their will and desires for you rather than your own soul's calling and what you know to be true for you? Where are you still caught in the entrapment of trying to please others rather than allowing yourself to be fully you? These are the principles and areas which I would ask you to focus on bringing an upgrade to at this time. I love you. I am with you, helping to activate the light in your cells so you may shine more radiantly still. It is we, it is us, the divine Sophia of absolute light. And the divine Sophia just bringing through some ascension energies for us at the end of the message and the transmission there. And I must give you my apologies for Thomas walking on the keyboard and the extraneous noise that we heard there. And now the mountains and the rocks and crystals, the stones of Ascended Gaia wish to share some of their transmissions, energetic and sound vibration transmissions. They are saying not actual messages. So I do invite you, if you would like to just close your eyes and to come into a place of receiving, as the energy of the mountains first is coming into this space. Thank you. And then as the mountains continue to bring in their energy, just really filling us with extremely high frequency light, activating more and more of the ascension codes held within us so that they start to, the activation starts to multiply within our own physical vessel. The crystals on our behalf clearing. Cleansing through our energy fields. A very high vibration of love, light, energy filling each of us now, now, now. And this is actually now the galactics also stepping in. Hadn't realized we were going to have quite so many of the higher dimensional beings stepping into our space today, but the galactics are bringing through a very clear message that we should not be quiet or hesitant or in any way kind of restricted or limited in our expression of our love. That it is very important at this time for us to hold that love for Gaia, for others, for self, for the entirety of humanity and the human experience. To hold that love in our hearts as a strong focal point, and then from that holding of that level of love where we are devoted in our practice of love, even when it is not easy, when we do not like perhaps what we see or what is returned to us, even as we do our very best to hold this loving presence. They are encouraging us to be courageous in the expression of our love, asking ourselves courageously with an open heart. The galactic sisters and brothers are saying that that's one of the most courageous things that you can do is walk in the earth fields with an open heart and to ask yourself very courageously when you are interacting with others, what do I have that can, uniquely serve this individual now? If I'm coming from a place of open and courageous, radical love, and not just with individual others, with groups. How can we really start to serve as new earth leaders by creating, leading various groups in our community, whether that be children, women, men, a combination of all of the above, something directed at families, but how can you uniquely serve using the love in your heart to ask yourself where there is a need in your community that is not being fulfilled. In many cases, it will be spiritually connected, but it doesn't need to be. There are many practical needs that need to be filled in a more elevated way on the new earth. The galactics are saying, and they are asking us where we can, as we can, to step in and to fulfill those roles so that we are truly starting to co-create the new earth, allowing ourselves to be courageously led by where we see that there is a need for more, for more love, for more freedom of the individual to be expressed as their soul, for more joy to permeate through structures, social structures. If we look whether locally or virtually at what we can do to help elevate the consciousness of humanity to a higher level, we are going to see things, gaps that we think maybe we could fill. And the galactics are asking us to be courageous and step out and in boldness claim that for now as our part to fill. And if you don't like doing that service, you can end it there. You don't need to keep in it, but they are asking us to really be very courageous, to not hesitate, to step out, to allow ourselves to be seen, to be visible in our communities, to hold that presence of love there. And of course, it also can apply to the wider human collective as well. They are saying, what can you, we do to very boldly support the entire collective of humanity. When you see a need for something to be contributed there that is not at this time happening, or it's only happening for some certain groups of people and not for others, how can you be part of making that happen in the world so that we start to move into this creation, very conscious and very clear action, step by step taking action to create the new earth that is grounded in the frequency of love and of service, that each is using what they have been uniquely given by the divine in terms of abundance or gifts or whatever it is that you have to share to bring more joy, more love, more creativity of individuals' expression into the whole. And so they're asking you to search your hearts at this time for what it is that you feel called to do when you ask yourself, how can I act courageously from my love for my community or for humanity or for this group of people. So I hope that the various messages and energetic transmissions that have been shared today are of and will continue to be of great support to you on your own individual awakening and ascension path. I thank you so much for your presence here. It is a blessing, and send much love from my heart to yours, and look forward to connecting with you next week for the YouTube live, whether you are here live or on replay. That is just to remind you again, on Thursday, the 8th of May at 6:30 a.m. ET or 11:30 a.m. in the UK, or the equivalent in your time zone. I'm Julia, and I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me and the beings of Absolute Light today. Thank you.